So let's talk about SPK. Its full name is Spark. It's sitting at 4 cents right now, 0.04. Some people, they don't understand what is 4 cents. And I'm covering this coin for the first time, which means that I'm going to tell you what is good about this project, what is bad. Can you hold this project for 2-3 months, or should you hold it for 3-5 years? Basically, this will help you in making decision that should you buy and then sell and get the hell out of it very quickly, or should you keep on buying and collecting it for next 5 years. We're going to talk about its economy, its tokenomics, and the overall inflation in this coin. Basically, we are going to talk about everything that is good about it and the bad about it, and then in the end I'm going to share the chart that will give you the entry point, where you can buy, and of course where you can sell, which is the resistance for those who want to trade it and those who are looking for cheaper entries, because in my experience I've seen that entry points, they generally help. It saves you from buying expensive. You get to buy it at 30%, 50% discount. So let's get started. Let's look at it. How old is this thing? So this thing is launched on, it was launched on 16th of June 2025, so not that old. Very new project. Right now its market cap is 78 million, so not a very big market cap, which is a good thing when it comes to pushing a project up. That generally helps. What is this project about? SPK is a decentralized finance, of course, DeFi protocol designed to optimize capital efficiency across DeFi, SeFi, real world assets with native token, doesn't matter. Capital allocation core automates liquidity deployment for stable coins. Okay, it's not the first project that is doing it. Governance and security, every project has it. Long-term tokenomics, 65% of SPK supply would be distributed in 10 years. So they have massive inflation, but it is going to be slow. So that's the sales pitch. We are going to look at it anyway. Let's see if there is anything else that is good about it. Spark lending, they have governance control lending, borrowing markets, Spark saving, Spark liquidity. Yeah, that's not something that I would bite. Let me see if they have mentioned anything juicier on their Twitter account. Powering DeFi, 3 billion in liquidity. Supply, borrow, earn with competitive rates. So they are basically, if they are doing the borrowing and earning part, they're doing what Aave is doing. Competitive rates, so they're saying the rates are nice, seamless access and scalability, scalable liquidity, institution grade DeFi. That's just fancy wording. On their website, institutional grade savings now for everyone. Earn on same asset you deposit, backed by high quality assets and built with full transparency. Okay. So what I like about them is that people are using them. They have billions of dollars, I think around $4 billion deposited on their platform, which means that the product is in action, the product is working. So that's a good news. I like that part of it. I like projects that start doing something and then they're actually able to do it. So for example, if I say that I'm going to start playing table tennis every day at 9 a.m. and then every day you visit and you see that I'm playing table tennis at 9 a.m. at least I'm delivering what I said. That is exactly what is the case scenario in this coin. They said that they want to do lending and earning, and people have deposited over $4 billion on it. I just checked. They have mentioned 3 billion, but now of course it has increased. Maybe they wrote it previously. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. That's a positive aspect of it. Projects like this, they are slow movers. It takes them forever to go up. But the thing is that in long run, they do perform well because they have a working product. So that's a good aspect of it. Now let me look at its tokenomics, how good and bad their tokenomics are. And then I can tell you that can you hold this thing for long or not. So the initial life is with 17 and 100 would make it a total inflation of 588% in this project. 588. And so far this thing has It's continuously daily, it's inflating. But let me see how much of inflation we have already experienced. So we have 1.92 out of 10. 1.92 out of 10, that makes it 19. Let's do a 17 with it, and let's divide this by 17. So far we have seen 13% of inflation. 13% of inflation in how many months? This launched in June, right? June 16. So June, July, August, September, October. 5 months. In 5 months, we have seen an inflation of 13%. That means per month, 13 in 5 months. That means per month the inflation is 2.6%, which means annual inflation is 31%. It will take it 3 years to inflate 100%. That is the time when this project will get fucked up. 100% inflation is generally horrible in my experience. So that is going to be the time when it is going to get nasty. But of course, the total inflation this thing is going to incur is 588%, which is kind of in line with what they have written as well, that it will take 10 years for the inflation to kick in. So I can see that every 3 years they are doubling their inflation. So after 10 years, you're talking about almost 400% of inflation in this project. But anyway, our concern is that can we hold this project for 5 years? No. But can you hold this project till end of next year? Yes. So if you want to hold this project beyond November, December this year, and you want to continue to collect it for next year as well, and you want to hold it for 2026 or maybe a stretch towards 2027, that is okay. That is okay. This is a long-term project. This is something that you can hold for long-term. But in terms of gains, you cannot expect 100x or 200x. It's not that kind of a project. It is going to give you smaller gains. So there is some good, there is some bad. The good and bad both I have explained. Now let's talk about this chart. What the hell can you expect from this project? And this is its overall chart. It is in a continuous downward trend. Since its day of launch, it has dealt with a pump and dump. But the good news is that it is on the verge of a breakout. It is going to break this red line, which is the resistance, and is going to start the upward rally. Now, what do we need for a breakout confirmation? That is 4.7 cents, 0.047. Once you see this coin living above this area for more than 2 days, you should expect a rally, and a pretty aggressive one, that you should see it going towards the area of 7 cents. But I don't think it will stop there. To be honest with you, I will see this coin at 10 cents as the first target, and after that I'll come back and I'll let you know that can it go towards any other higher targets. So right now it is sitting close to 4 cents. It is what, just a second. Yeah, it is exactly 4 cents, 0.04. So at 10 cents, that's 2.5x. That's more than double. I think that's not a bad profit target. The only thing we need for a confirmation is to go above 0.047. Right now it's sitting at 0.040. Once it breaks that, that will give us a confirmation of a breakout of a downward trend. Then we will prepare for the first target of 10 cents. Now you should ask me that what happens if it fails? That is a good question that you didn't ask, but I'll answer anyway. If it fails, then it will go and drop towards the area of support, that is 0.035, which is 3.5 cents. And to be very honest with you, right now it is sitting here. When I took the chart, it was at 4.3. Right now in the live, it is at 0.40. You can pretty much assume that it might go and hit this area as well. You can pretty much buy it from here. If you are someone who wants to buy this project, that is not a bad place to buy. And that's pretty much it. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or I have touched on a topic and you expect me to explain a bit more, I'll try my best to explain that to you in the comments. Leave a comment. And I'm not going to tell you to like and subscribe, because if you're not interacting with the video or if you're not subscribed, you're not going to see all the 10 videos that I make every day. You're going to miss out on it, and I think you are educated enough to understand what to subscribe and what not to, because if you want to miss out on it, then why not? It's for your own good, and you should know better what is good for you.